So, winners, let's please stand up at this time and let's give respect to our coach, Mr. Dynamite Sloan, a friend, a brother, someone I've known over 25 years, over 15 years. You know his story, he says it all the time, but it's okay to pay homage and give respect to those who earn it while they're living, a living legend, right? 15 years in the financial industry, the top youngest record breaker earner in Primary Miracle 5 to 6 years in a row, a third generational business owner, a successful owner of over 6 businesses currently, Mr. Dynamite. Let's give it up, y'all.
This been my partner for a long time. Me and Red has been together, brothers and friends, man, 20 plus years. Ain't that something? That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, our friendship longer than some people whole marriages. Hello. It was longer than mine. I got divorced already. That's been my man forever, man. They didn't do a good job, though. They didn't give a good message, man. Give it up for him, man. Y'all know you're a DJ too, man. That's the bad DJ in Charlotte, man. When I met Red, he was like, yeah. Red had a whole daggone wagon jumper. We was at a park. I was like, good gracious. He put up in a 53-foot trailer. He had the whole trailer jumping for like 30 minutes. I was like, good. I gotta go meet that brother right there. I gotta go meet that brother. He had the long locks and everything. That's my man. What's up? And we've been together ever since, man. I've seen our kids grow with each other. Ain't that beautiful? Yeah. That's what it's about, man. Life is about relationships, man. Like, you gotta build long-term relationships. You know what I mean? That's one thing I love about life and business. It's not just the money we make. Like, money come and go. Sorry. You ain't gonna have it forever. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we want to hold on to it, right, Ms. Linda? But at the end of the day, it comes and goes. You understand what I'm saying? But the memories that we get, man, the memories last forever. You know what I'm saying? The journey that you go through, the process, like, you don't ever forget it. Like, I got memories from, like, the first time I took my daughter to Puerto Rico. She was like 5 years old. She's 16 now. Like, the first time, she'd have been 3 times. I told her, you get my daughter, boy, you gotta step it up. Boy, you better come right. She gonna be like, Miami. We ain't going to Miami, bro. They ain't took me all the way around the world. Come on, Miami, that sound like Myrtle Beach. Give me some salt water, daddy. Right, mess up my nice teeth. What you talking about? We ain't doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's standards. Like, I remember the first time I took, I won a trip. And I think I talked about it on Ms. Ernest's call the other day, when I coached on the Seniorpreneur call. And I told one thing I did for my first trip that I went in network marketing, I took a, y'all may want to write this down, it may be good for you. I took a $3 whiteboard, you know what I'm saying, at the dollar store. And I practiced going for no. Like, literally, I put 25 no's in 4 columns. You know what I mean? All black, 25, one time, 2, 3. And the 4th column, I put 1 green yes in the bottom right-hand corner. So I practice rejection. Come on, man. I practice rejection. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some people just want to win, but you scared to get rejected. And you a bum. I went through it. I practiced it on purpose. Like, I went for 99 no's to get 1 yes. That was the whole method. The whole mindset, I want to go through 99 no's. That was the whole point, you know? Because I knew if I went through 99 no's quickly, just go through it. No emotion. Went through the 99, just get to the one person that yes, because the only thing I was looking for one person just like me. So I said, if I got to go through 99 O's to find an Adrian Dynamite Sloan, oh, I got something. I got to find a me, Miss Linda. I got to find a me. You follow me? And so I got to find somebody ready to get up early, stay up late, don't complain. The coach called a play. They're going to run the play. I remember my coach, you know, we used to have, our home was in Atlanta. And so it would be like coming up on midnight. I would drive. Chanel was there. Like, she done heard the story. Chanel, me and Aaron been together 10 years too. Like, I would drive all the way to Atlanta before a month in to drop off 2 pieces of paper, just to make sure our team made our numbers. And I wasn't even the one getting the check. Hello. If I found one me, oh, we was good. Because I would make those sacrifices just to see the team win. Just to see my coach win. Just because when we would go to our fast start school every 90 days, I wanted our team to be the one in the front. I wanted my coach on the daggone stage pumping and rocking. And I'm saying, we beat all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I had to drive all the way to Atlanta and say, we won, we won. That's what I did. That's the sacrifice I made. So you got to go through them no's to find the yes. And so I did that. I practiced rejection. I didn't care what people say yes or no. Tell me yes, tell me no. Don't tell me, tell me fast or tell me slow. Like, I just want to go through. Let me get through it. When I looked up, it was a 6-month contest. I joined 90 days into it. In 90 days, I was #1 in the nation. And I joined 3 months behind everybody else. Does that make sense? But they were just working. I was focused. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between working and focus. If you go to my live today, I did a talk about it, and I talk about the strength of being focused. You can follow me on Facebook, Adrian Sloan, or my YouTube channel, just Dynamite Sloan. All these talks are on there. And the key of being focused is a jewel. It's a raw mineral of life. Because some people say, well, I'm paying attention. Are you focused? You know what I'm saying? Are you really, really locked in on the target that you're going from? So that's why I'm with Red all day with the affirmations and then writing it down. How many of you did a vision board before? Didn't it help you get focused? You follow what I'm saying? Like, it zeroes you in on exactly what you want, right? And then you make it happen. You 100% go focus on that goal. So I've been in financial service over 15 years, 3rd generation business owner. You know what I'm saying? My father was in business, my grandfather was in business. And when I came up, I just wanted to be better. I just wanted to be good. I didn't really know what life was going to be, but I knew I came up in a competitive family, and at the end of the day, I was going to be successful. I remember when I was in college, and anybody who know me from Salisbury, some folk from Salisbury in here, like, my name hold weight in that city. Because since I was a little boy, I was always fighting to overachieve. Since I was a little boy, I always wanted to make sure I made my father proud. You follow what I'm saying? Like, when you come up in an era where when people around you are successful, and you just want to make it in when they just say, you did a good job. You know what I'm talking about? Like, for real, you got some people like that in your life? Like, you want to live up to their standard. It don't matter what nobody else say. If they say you did good, oh, you did good. You see what I'm saying? Like, you straight, right? So my father was that person. If he said I did good, I did good. And so I competed to win for that level of recognition, for that standard. And so when I came to school, graduated, all that type of jazz, like, competing was always in my nature. So when I was in college, they was asking me, they said, well, Sloan, I went to school, business administration, marketing, and retail, and they say, Sloan, when you come out of school, what come you gonna go work for? None. What you mean? And they said, what you here for? Like, business class, you gonna go work for a company? I said, exactly, it's business class. So when I come out of here, I'm gonna go start a business. But you thought coming to be an employee? Like, how does this work? You know what I'm saying? Like, this business class, learn how to run the business, we do a business plan, then you want me to go fill out an application? Like, bro, we got this all messed up. You know what I'm saying? And so, legitimately, when I came out of class, I was making more money when I was in college than my professor. I was making $50,000 a year when I was 18, 19, 20, while I was in college. Before I even came out of school, I had 3 businesses when I was in college. Because I was already fixated, I was gonna work for myself. So that's what I wanted to do. Are you focused? I knew I was gonna be successful. I didn't wonder, I knew I was gonna be successful. My father gave me an affirmation, he spoke this on my life, and I never really understood it at that point, but he spoke on my life. He said, whatever you touch is gonna turn into gold, it'll never change for nobody. You're just fine the way that you are. Whatever you touch is gonna turn to gold. He said, you're fine just the way that you are. So some people go through life trying to figure out, they good enough? Can I make it? Do I got what it takes? You know what I'm saying? That's a insecurity in their head that they trying to wonder if they're good enough. Does that make sense? My family spoke of me and told me I was good enough, don't change, I was going to make it just the way that I was. Speak that on your children. It gives them 100% clarity. Does that make sense? Because if they can live up to your standard, they can make it. All they need is somebody on their side. That's all they need. So whether I was going to be a failure or not, Daddy said I was going to make it. I don't care what you say. My daddy said don't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, change? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to change because he said stay like this. And so I lived up to what he said. I don't care what y'all talking about. Son, you whack. I don't care. Daddy said I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, whatever. You're right. Whatever. They should say I was too dark. They don't say that no more, Miss Linda. Hello. I saw some of y'all looking at me when I came in here. Keep your eyes to yourself. But I knew, like I just knew when I grew to be okay with me. Does that make sense? And so when I came through college, I was fine with that. When I went into business, when I came out, it was cool. You have to know that you're gonna make it. Does that make sense? So my former opportunity, when y'all hear my story, I made $1 million in 3.5, 4 years. I did that in my 20s, and by the time I was 30, I retired for 1.5 years. I made enough money to live. Write this down, financial independence. You gotta know what your financial independence number is. You have to know that. So when I take you through the Tradera presentation to actually show you, right, how to actually put two streams of income in your household, you have to understand we're doing this to be what? Financially independent. Come on. This is what we're doing this for. Let's just get this out the way up front. We are doing all of this. Driving, traffic, trips, laying in hotels, hearing people whine, they don't want to do it. Do you want to watch the video? They say no. Get my video back. We're going through all of this to become financially independent. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. This is what we're doing it for. We're not just doing this because we ain't got nothing else to do. I ain't just talking to y'all. Y'all cool, but the fight gonna come in a minute. I could have been getting some wings together or something. You understand what I'm saying? We are doing this to become what? Financially independent. And because I knew what my financial independence number was in my early 20s, I fought to get to that number. Man, y'all gotta write this kind of stuff down. What's your number? If you know how much it takes for you to live for a year, financial independence, you got to get to a point where you got at least 10 years of that put aside. So if it takes you $30,000 to live for a year, you need $300,000 on ice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all with me, right? Y'all get me. You got to have that number. So because I came up in the early 20s around advisors and people that was living on a 6-figure level, my mentor told me, he said, Sloan, if you ain't making $20,000 a year, you broke. Brad, what? I told him, listen, if I can get to $10,000, he said $20,000 a month. He said, you're not making $20,000 a month, you broke. I said, if I get to $10,000 a month, I'm rich. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm rich. In my neighborhood, if I can make $10,000 a month legally, I'm straight. He was like, you got to be making $20,000 a month. I'm like, for what? And he gave me the formula. So I'm giving you this mindset before I take you through this presentation, because this is the way I'm wired. This is why I'm wired like this. I'm wired like this because I work on purpose, not by accident. I'm not going through these motions just to have people say, Adrian a good speaker, or Adrian, I ain't doing this for that. I'm working to be what? Financially independent. I am 100% crystal clear on why I speak so much, why I travel so much, why I kiss my baby and say, I'll be back in 2 days. Why I'm crystal clear. Does that make sense? And what I'm doing that for, right? She ain't in a private school now for nothing. I gotta get her butt in and out of my pocket, like quick. I gotta give her the best education I can give her, right? So her brain is wired the right way, right? Guys, we're doing this for a reason. What's your financial independence number? How you wired? What's your focus? When we go through these ranks, man, this thing gonna be crazy. Man, y'all join Tradera at a beautiful. Beautiful time. Man, every time I see Andre Russell, I want to hug his neck like he was talking about Pastor Jesus. Man, I just kiss his bald head. My boy. My man. You know he this big. That's my man. That's little Dre now. They used to be bigger than all of us in middle school. He just had a growth stop. He just stopped. He just maxed out. Like his knees stopped stretching or something. He just maxed out and we kept going. And Dre just said, I'm talking about you. Yeah, no, don't lie. I'm talking about you. And that's my man. And so we got to appreciate this opportunity, guys. Again, we're doing it to be financially independent. We're doing it because we want multiple streams of income. Somebody tell me how many streams of income the most millionaires have?
7.
7. So most millionaires have 7 streams of income. By the time you join Tradera, you get 2 extra ones. Ain't that something? So when you're talking about making money, y'all heard me say this. You got to make 100,000, save 100,000, give away 100,000. You got to build your income up to a point where giving away 100,000 does not bother you. So you can't get stuck trying to make 100,000. Bro, I can't remember the last time I made less than 10,000 in a month. I'm 36. I just celebrated birthday, and ain't none of y'all cash at me either. Y'all sorry. I ain't getting no money, not a birthday cake, not a cupcake. Come on, man. Y'all just taking all my jewels. I ain't even get a cupcake, man. But I've been making 10,000 since my early 20s. I'm 36. And so my goal with my mother, when I got older, I had to become on Social Security. What about your mother? My mother's Social Security was $800 a month after working for a company for 20, 30 years. She hurt her back, hurt her neck, right, working at Genesis Elder Care in Salisbury. So my goal became to replace her Social Security. So when I got my bonus check every month for Primerica, I gave my mother 10% of my bonus check every month. Off the top. Ain't that something? I was 26. You remember that right now?
Got a car?
Yeah, bought that car. She'll never remember the whole story, right? Aaron, you better not never do nothing wrong. She was like, well, I remember. You know, women got mine like elephant. What you mean with 348 when you said that, boy? 2 years ago. I'm like, damn, man. Well, that's what happened. I replaced my mother's income with her Social Security, right? I let her save 100% of her Social Security check, and I gave her my check to pay all her bills. Ain't that beautiful? I was 26, so it kills me. Like, my mother had 2 children. Some people got 5, they got 7, right? So it always kills me how one mother could take care of 5 kids, but 5 kids can't take care of one mother.
Right. That's right.
I ain't never really understood that. How one mother could work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You find this real talk. To take care of 3, 4, 5 kids. And then 3, 4, 5 adults.
Can't take care of them.
5 adults now? Can't come back and take care of one elderly mother now? Oh, that's whack to me. God ain't gonna never bless you like that. It ain't never, you ain't gonna never get nothing great out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that I sowed the seed back into my mother every single month. As long as I had that bonus check, my mother's income got replaced. As long as I had it, she had it. That's just how it's always been. I replaced her car. My mother, listen, one of my motivations, write this down. What is your motivation? One of my motivations was this. My mother used to drive an old Maxima. And in her Maxima, when I first joined Primerica, she couldn't even go through the car wash because she couldn't roll the windows up. Real talk. And so she would drive past the car wash, Miss London, couldn't even roll up the windows so she could never literally go through the car wash. You know, the automatic ones when they just spray and they throw water everywhere. Like, she would look at it like it was a playground. Like, she just something going on in there. Like she felt like she was missing something, like to go through there. Now we could like spray half of the car and go to the other side, spray this side, you know. But she wanted to go through that car wash, Red. And what happened was because her windows wouldn't roll up, she couldn't go. And so what I did was I took a picture of her Mazda, right? That was my motivation. I took a picture of her car. And when I was going for them no's, I had that list of the no's and I had a picture of her car. And I said, when I win this, I'm gonna replace that car. I said, when I win, I'm gonna fire my job, I'm gonna go make 100,000, and that's how I broke the record. That's how I went to 100,000 in 11 months. I wasn't chasing the money, I was chasing sending the car through that car wash. Does that make sense? So you gotta figure out, come on, I'm giving y'all some good stuff. You gotta figure out what motivates you beyond the money.
Right.
So when you hear the Tradera presentation, you're gonna see an opportunity, but what are you gonna do with it? Like, you already gotta have a vision in your head of what you're gonna do with this. Because this is a Ferrari for income. This ain't a Honda, this ain't a Civic. Like, this is a daggone Ferrari. Like, this junk can take off in 3.5 seconds and you out of here. Like, you out of here. You 100% a whole nother realm of life that fast. It don't take a whole lot of time to make a whole lot of money if you're doing it right. But you can be motivated by something externally other than the money. So for me, it was my mother's car. And so on her birthday, what she did was, and we're gonna get to the presentation, what we did was we took her car, like I went and bought a car in Greensboro, I paid for it cash, and I took the car and I brought it down. We went to a Mexican restaurant. And so I had it, it was recorded at this point, and my ex-wife at that time and my daughter's mom, we took the car. So I took her car and I drove it off, and she rode with us. When I went outside while she was in the restaurant eating, and I drove her car out of the parking lot, the old raggedy one. And I got the new car, right? And I drove the car and I put it in a different spot. Not where her car was at. I wanted her to see that car was gone. And so I put it in another place. I played too much, right? And so I came out, I got it, and by the time we, okay, man, we ready to go. I gotta go. And we leaving. And we leaving, she walking around and say, well, go to your car, I'll see you later, we gotta go. And she walked to her car, she's like, what? Adrian, one more. I said, go to your car, man, I gotta go, I got an appointment to go to. And she like, what you mean, like, what? I said, yeah, man, take your key, man, I gotta go. I got something to do. And she like, what? Hey, what's this? She like baffled, like my mother like like to be out of her structure. She like get nervous. My mother cancer, so if any cancers in here, y'all know how y'all get. Legs all over the place. She's like, oh, it's over the place. And so she was like frazzled, right? And I said, here, just hit the button. Now her other one, I didn't have no daggone push to it, so that's just start there, you know? And so she hit the button to open up the door. Boop, boop. She looked around. I said, there go your car, man, go home. She like, what? Hey, how? My daughter this time, she jumping and she laughing. She go, how you got a car, baby? You got a car. You got a car. You know, probably like 8 at that point. She just all crazy, all this energy. She going crazy, right? My mother walk over to the car. She see the car. She look at me and I say, happy birthday. She busts out crying. The most rewarding moment, one of them in my entire life. It wasn't the awards, it wasn't my trophies, it wasn't my plaques. I done spoke in front of 10, 20,000 people before. I done been on TV, commercials, all of that. That moment of seeing that smile on her face and seeing them tears kind of her eyes, and know that she had a car that she can just go through the car wash. It was enough. That was all I fought for. Ain't that something? So you never know what people fighting for on your team. You just never know internally what people got on their mind. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel as leaders, the only thing we can do is take a person and lead them the right way of how to get there correctly. Does that make sense? But as a leader, then you gotta have something internally inside of you that's bigger than just the money, because the money ain't gonna hold you, baby, I promise you. I mean, when I came out of my opportunity, I lost $250,000 in 120 days. Y'all ain't hear what I said. I didn't say I made 120. I lost $250,000 in 90 to 120 days. Gerard, remember? I done lost more money than most people done made. Hello. But I still smile. Ain't that something? Because there's something bigger than the money. When you look at this presentation, man, I really want y'all to start internalizing what do you want out of this opportunity. Is that fair? Because this deal, every leader that's in, I promise you, write this down. I will become a strong 6-figure and 7-figure earner. Everybody in this room, listen to me. Everybody in this room, not a 6-figure, a strong 6-figure and 7-figure earner. If you follow our coaching and our teaching, and we're gonna take y'all on this journey, this ride through this, we about to go through Tradera, man, your children's children and legacy gonna be set. Because one thing I know about Walmart and Sam Walton been gone, but Walmart's still here. Does that make sense? And his kids, man, don't even want to go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But they got a check from Walmart. Does that make sense? So somebody got to pay the price, and that's why I always ask, and I always say you got to be a living legend. It's not about being dead, it's about being alive. We have to have a purpose that's alive and well. You follow me? And it's about us being here, paying the price up front and full with no discount for our family. This presentation is going to take us to another level, but what you're fighting for. Y'all with me? Write your purpose down and know what you're fighting for. So, Ms. Linda, if you can just click the clicker. Matter of fact, we're going to do it. Now y'all turn the lights off, I'm gonna disappear, so I need you. Don't go down too far. Moni, let me get a cup of water. Can y'all still see me up here?
Yeah.
Am I all right? Y'all don't lie to me. Let me stand under the light. We good now? I know they're recording back there. Dixon, let me ask you, can you see me, Dixon? This recorded. He said a little bit.
I'll raise it up.
Moni, check the live over there. See if I'm blending in with the. Nah, that's good, I'm sure. All right, y'all ready? Okay. All right, so let's go through this deal. All right, so this one thing I want y'all to understand with this, right? With Tradera, we are partnered with Tradera. Okay, you understand? You make sure you write that down. We are partnered with Tradera. We don't work for Tradera. Are y'all with me? Everybody in here is an independent contractor. You own your own business. You are your own business owner. You're the CEO of your organization, your LLC. We have partnered with one of the best Forex academies in the entire world. We can't even say the nation no more, because this is global.
Bluetooth disconnected.
This is okay, no problem. Thank you for the announcement. But this is
connected.
Thank you again. You come on in, bro. But it's global, y'all. We all across the world. Right now, I think Guy Sean Coates, if you go to Guy Sean page and look at Guy Sean said something I thought was dope. He had put, thank you, bro. He said he looked at one of the most, searched the most and found the most through Google searching, the SEO, right? And you go to Forex, Tradera is #1. In the Google search engine right now, Tradera is the #1 company searched in Google on SEO. That is crazy. Do you understand what I just said? When people are searching in Google across the world, Tradera is the first company that pops up in the search engine. Which means if you're in Tradera and somebody's in your area looking for a rep, they can find you. This is how big the opportunity is. So those of us that's in North Carolina, don't nothing move through North Carolina without coming through us, I promise you. We got this deal sold up like Nino Brown. You follow what I'm saying? Oh, we got North Carolina sold up. We got it sold up. They won't even do an event here without talking to me. Oh, we got this deal sold up. And I don't say that boastfully. I'm just saying I just got somebody named Miss Linda Rogers that's close to me. And when Miss Linda Rogers make a call, that's like Michelle Obama on the phone right there. Y'all don't even know who's sitting right there. You understand what I'm saying? So we moving at a different pace. So because they got all this going on, these guys are 24 and 25 years old. Raise your hand if you're under 25 in here. Under. 1, 2, 3, 4. Under 25. Now, I ain't gonna ask the other question. Some of y'all don't say over. Please don't say if you're over 25. But all y'all that's under 25, guess this. Cody and Easton learned how to do this 10 years ago. So, that's a good. Y'all know who this is right here? Who carries a clicker? Who carries a clicker? Man, you too much, man. You got a lapel mic in there too? Can y'all hear me in the back? Oh yeah. I probably gotta be on the back for the recording. I probably gotta be on the mic for the recording for you, Dixon. All right, so listen, this deal was founded in 2019. Linda, you crazy. They based out of Texas, right? 100% debt-free. Why aren't you debt-free? Because they started with their own money. Ain't that powerful? These gentlemen learned how to make money in foreign exchange market, and then they started the company with their own money, so that's why we're debt-free. So when they talk about making decisions, they don't have to go through stockholders, shareholders, none of that. Cody and Easton can make a decision based on their heart for the company, and I respect that. It ain't gonna be long. One day somebody gonna try to buy us out. So y'all better get a whole bunch of equity in this deal. You follow what I'm saying? Y'all better listen. We on the front of something crazy. So why is the vision and mission so strong? Because these guys revolutionized the industry. They took the foreign exchange market, which is almost an $8 trillion a day market right now, and put it with network marketing. Anybody ever been in network marketing before? Do you realize there's more millionaires been made in network marketing than any other business structure in the world? So when people say, I don't want to do that recruiting thing, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody get recruited for everything, everywhere. Your job. We want our kids to get recruited to go to colleges and football teams and basketball teams. And they said, did you talk to the scout? Did the scout? Ain't that crazy? Everybody want their kid to go talk to the recruiter. But then they get in business and they say they don't want to become the recruiter. So man, y'all hope y'all got that one. We sending our kids to the opportunity, but then when we become the opportunity, we don't want to offer the opportunity to nobody. Go talk to the recruiter. The recruiter, hey, we got scouts coming to the game. Because there's opportunity behind the scout, behind the recruiter. But people get in network marketing and decide, I don't want to recruit. It's $1 billion position to be a recruiter in network marketing. You don't want that job description? See, I don't care if you call it recruiting, enrolling, offering. I don't care what you call it. You gave me a position where I get a bunch of people to join me in business, and somebody, another company is going to pay me a referral fee for them learning? What? Sign me up. What? Let me get this right. It doesn't take any money out of their pocket. It doesn't take any money out of my pocket. And somebody else is going to pay me for both of us to win? Can I get two of those, please? Does this make more sense? So Cody and Easter revolutionized the industry because they took a Forex market and put it together with network marketing guys, and it went crazy. The Forex market is a $7 trillion, almost an $8 trillion market. $8 trillion market a day. Somebody say a day.
A day.
Not a year, a day.
A day.
I remember me and the hype man, we was on the daggone trend. Remember that morning, Aaron, we was on the screen, and we was trading on the chart, and we were sitting there talking. It had to be like 9:30 in the morning, and a candle went crazy. I was like, ooh, ooh, did you get some of that? Because we knew it was money getting made. See, when you look at the charts, you're going to see them differently. You're going to see them different. That ain't just a whole bunch of up and down. Now, that's a whole bunch of money going on. We watch a candle run crazy. But before Forex, I probably wouldn't have looked at it like that. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how far you into the business now. I promise you, you're better than what you were 90 days ago. That's right. 6 months ago, last month. Give yourself some credit. Like, you're learning. You see what I'm saying? You're learning. It took people years to understand this stuff. Don't be so hard on yourself if you're just starting to learn a couple months ago. As long as you stick around, you're going to become a strong what? 6-figure and 7-figure earner. The key to this deal is sticking and staying. We signed up, come on man, we signed up for 4 years and 5 years of college and say we gonna stick around and then be crazy enough to say I'm gonna go get a master's. What? 2, 3 more years? People join Tradera and you quit in 60 days? They get a network when they gone. You say, boo, they run 1,000 yards. You're scared of your daggone shadow. What's wrong with you? Your mama told you no when you was a baby. She didn't let you go everywhere. But a person tell you know about an opportunity, you want to quit. This stuff don't work. Then why all these people making all this daggone money then? You just got to get out of your own way. Daggone punk. So why Forex, man? Y'all got me raw, man. This is what it is. I'm sorry. If you want to edit this later, you can do it if you want to. So why Forex, right? It's a 24-hour market, right? 5 days a week. It's 20 times larger than any other market in the world. So who's ever traded stocks before? Or you own some stocks? Most people come to America because they want to get inside the stock market. You realize the U.S. economy is one of the best economies in the world, right? People come here. Let's go back. What is our economy comprised about? What makes up our economy? Companies, exchanges, deals getting done. Does that make sense? So the question is this: in the U.S. market, when is most of the money made in the United States of America? Between 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning. Between 7 and 10, most of the money in the U.S. is made. So let's go back. The stock market is a big market for the U.S. The money moves in the morning. Deals are getting done, and most people come to the U.S. because they want opportunities. Does that make sense? Okay. So when we look at this deal, and we understand that the foreign exchange market is 20 times bigger than the U.S. stock market. That people travel all across the world to come here to get an opportunity. Y'all catching on to this? So to be in a foreign exchange market, to be able to make money at major times through all time, different time zones is way better than just stocks. 20 times better. So if you ever made money in the stock market, you should love Forex. Because most traders only trade for 3 hours. They'll hop in an hour in the morning, right? In the New York session, they'll hop in an hour in the London session, they'll hop in a little bit in the city, and they done. They done made $5,000, $10,000 for the day. I got traders make $1,000, $500 a day in 3 hours, and they done. How would you like that to be you? They're making more money in hours than people making in weeks. See, write this down. Applied knowledge is power. It's just about what you know. Everybody knows opportunity in America, but we have to understand, we have to apply the knowledge that we've learned to be powerful. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And what you can prove is this. If you apply the stuff that you learn with this type of stuff, you'll prove to your friends, your family, that you can break a generational curse. You can prove it. Like, you can make your goals and dreams become a reality, because this deal is 20 times larger than any other market. So when you come into Tradera, what do you get? Oh, I'm paying $99 for Tradera. No, you're not. Let me help you. Anything you do that's going to help you learn more knowledge is not a payment, it's an investment. Are we on the same page? We don't pay for our kids to go to college. No, we don't. We're investing into their future. Does that make sense? I don't pay for my daughter to have a personal trainer. I'm investing so her body understands the right mechanics so she can perform to get a scholarship. Does that make sense? When you're coming to Tradera and you get 4 major services, a person is not paying to be in Tradera. They're investing to get inside of an academy. Are we on the same page? So when they get inside the academy, they have a great opportunity to learn based on their level, beginner, intermediate, advanced at their own pace. Somebody said, at my own pace. See, when I came in, I had to go at my pace. But when I looked at that chart, I said, man, what's going on? Dre, I need a refund. Hey, what's that return policy, man? Because we had did it. I joined IML. Anybody been to IML before? I joined IML Academy like 3 years ago. Me and Dre was in together. And I quit. I ain't gonna lie, I quit. But y'all mad because I quit? I quit. Because I was just like anybody else. I ain't have time. So I was paying $300 a month. I didn't have time. I was looking at the chart. It was too much. It wasn't broken down where I could understand it slowly at my pace. So I quit. Okay? That's the truth. When I came into Tradera 3 years later, when I looked at the academy, it was simplified. And it was broken down where I could appreciate it. And me being at the beginner level, no matter how professional I was in corporate America, I didn't know this. Does that make sense? So when I went in the academy, I got it at my level, at the level I needed it. It helped me, right? Then we go through then once you get proficient, you can start moving through trade strategy and getting on live session. That's good. Well, this key thing right here, you got a point on here too, Ms. Linda? Hey, y'all better get her number before she leaves. Y'all better get her number. Good night. Trade alert. I love Miss Linda. And she can cook. Man, she won't let you leave her house without a meal. Trade alerts, right? See, copy and paste. Write that down. You got to learn how to do some trade alerts. So Aaron's going to come through here in a minute. He's going to help you out with this. But if it wasn't for trade alerts, I promise you, I probably would have second guessed joining Tradera. I'll be honest. If it wasn't for trade alerts. Because I already know how to do it. I knew before I didn't have a whole lot of time. I run a bunch of companies already, but I wanted to make money from the market. I was kind of acting kind of spoiled, right? I want to learn, but I don't got time. Some like people on y'all team too. I was a person like that y'all talk to. But one thing that Drake did for me, he talked about trade alerts. He said, Sloan, if you can copy and paste, but that's all you got to do. Copy and paste until you learn, right? And then that you can start making a little bit of money out the market until you get good and you can sit down and go to the academy. He said, do that. You're twice as more likely to win with the alerts than you are to lose, because your trade alerts is 70-30, just like the U.S. stock market is 70-30. So we're twice as more likely. He said, so you ain't gonna win all trades, but you'll get 7 out of 10. That's a fair number. I said, okay, we good. I invested off of that. That was enough. So if you ever get stuck and you look at what people investing for, you better talk about trade alerts, because most companies do not open up their books to talk about their trade alerts. The signals here is everything. You're going to get that, so make sure you use it. And Aaron's going to do a really good job to make sure y'all understand that. So we have 3 different levels, right? Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Who right now is in the beginner class in the back office? Who's in intermediate? Clap your hands for our intermediates too. Y'all smart. Jeez. I see some songs with that intermediate. I'm proud of you, girl. Who in the advanced class back there? Advanced? We got one DJ, you just overachieving. You quoting all kind of scripture. I know you in it, man. You be praying a special prayer to get to it, man. You skip this thing. God got faith. And so when we get to the back office, guys, listen, when you go through, we got live trading. Like, have anybody ever been on Chi and Christy call? Have you ever been on that? Isn't it helpful?
Yes.
Korean Chi and Christy, I put their names together. They even looking like a little bit. Boy, what's going on down there where you live, boy? The jeans look a little tight. West Virginia going on? I'm just messing. so when so I told you it's raw. Like, this is what it is for me, y'all. I can't help it. So with Chi and Christy, man, they help us. Like, we got 4 things. Write this down. 8-day blitz. So we got an 8-day blitz system, right? That we can help anybody who want to learn how to trade get through there. Sunday you jump on a Chi call on Sunday, right? Tuesday is the beginner traders call, right? Then Wednesday you get the Welcome to Forex Part 2. Thursday you get the Welcome to Beginners Traders Part 2. So in 4 days we done set you up with Welcome to Forex and Welcome to Beginners Traders. So now your MT4 is set up. You understand how to take a trade. You understand how to copy and paste. Now you can become profitable in 4 days. And if you add up the time, it's probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours max per call. True or not true? True. So if you had 8 hours to learn how to get set up to become profitable, to make $100,000, would you do it? Would you do it? So when you come through the academy, make sure you do that yourself and make sure you set your team up because we set it all up. On Sunday, you get on Kiana call, right? Kiana goes through the trading view on Sunday, part 1, and then she goes through it part 2 on Monday. So we call it an 8-day blitz because if a person starts on Sunday and go all the way through Monday, they have everything set up to become a 6-figure trader. Isn't that beautiful? How many of y'all been here in Tradera for over 30 days? Keep your hands ready. 60 days. 90 days. And let's go back to 60 days. It was more of a crowd. You've been here at least 60 days. Raise your hand. On the average, and y'all can call this out, on the average, how long did it take for you to set everything up? Be honest. She said same day?
Like 10 minutes. You talking about the broker account and everything?
Yeah, they go through the whole process. Like, from the time you join, you're meditator for, be honest. It's,
About 10 to 15 minutes.
yeah. One day? Just set it up. So, listen, I set it up. I ain't use it, but I set it up. Now listen, I set it up. I ain't touch it, but it's there. Don't get that late. Now, Sloan, you said set it up. How many of y'all set it up and used it? Let's put that extra piece on there. I'm gonna be honest, when I joined, I didn't even open it up for 30 days. Like Dre set it up day 1, I ain't even look at that stuff for 30 days. So I understand sometimes when people join and they don't do it, sometimes they're just not clear of what they're doing, what order. We was running when we first came in. Dre was doing this, I was doing that, but I had put like 15 people in the business in 24 to 48 hours. I was already getting residual income, so I was like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? It's back there somewhere. But when I went back and looked at it, I said, dang, Sloan, you missed a lot of money. Can we be honest?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money sitting in this setup. You follow me? And that's why we slowed down. We organized it for all of y'all so y'all don't make the same mistake that we made and our people can get money fast. Is that good stuff?
Good stuff. Good.
So in 8 days, a person can go from top to bottom and be profitable. You will become a strong what? 6-figure and 7-figure earner. We have done this by design. It ain't on accident. We did this on purpose. So you have 2 streams of income when you join Tradera, right? You have my man Clyde, who's a trader. You can see right here, Clyde made around $12,000, right? Ain't that beautiful? That was a day. This ain't a week. He made around 12 grand that day in a t-shirt. Ain't that crazy? No Louis, no Gucci. Like, these dudes be flossing and they broke. Like Clyde made $12,000 right in a day. Husband, he got 2 toddlers. Toddlers. He got like 1 rocking and 1 in a diaper, tripping over their feet, walking, still bow leg type stuff. 2 of those. You know what I'm saying? And he making $12,000 a day. Oh, you got time. You definitely got time. You gotta make time. It's not that we don't have time, it's that we make stuff a priority. He learned it, and guess what he ended up doing? He takes his money from his residual, and guess what he do? He invested inside his market. Ain't that beautiful? So if you build a secondary income with Tradera just by referring other people to the academy and get an opportunity to make money like you, then you can take that money and trade on it. I don't care if it's $125 a week. Aaron will tell you how to take $125, take $100 and turn it into $1,000. You can take a little bit and turn it into a lot. You don't need a lot to turn it into a lot. You can take a little bit and a lot of knowledge. Does that make sense? Did y'all catch that? We can take a little bit of money and a lot of knowledge and multiply this money the way we got to do it. So when a person, we teach you how to buy and sell, this Aaron's favorite slide right here. And that compound interest, right? So we came and get a big bag. Somebody say big bag. Big bag. I ain't coming to today to get a little bag. I came to get a big bag. And so we teach you how to do is compound interest based on lot size. So just, I always look at this slide on my presentation to say this. What if they would have taught us this, how to do this when we was in elementary school?
We'll be working for nobody. Okay.
What about if they were like, you know what, they still with crayons, they ain't really gonna get it right now. I'm gonna wait till they get at least the 6th grade. Then I'm gonna teach them this. Even if they say, you know what, they ain't mature. I'm gonna wait till they become a freshman in high school and give it to them. They really should be mature at 16. Guys, do you realize how much further everyone in this room would be if you learned this in grade school? If you learned how important compound interest was, of how to put money in a certain place to let it compound, you know, Albert Einstein said it's the 8th wonder of the world. You have to learn that, allow it to work for you, not against you. Does that make sense? Write this down, the rule of 72. Some of y'all may not be on my call. I can't take it for granted. The rule of 72. It's a very key principle about compound interest. Rule of 72 teaches you this. If you take the number 72 and you divide it by the interest rate that your money sits, it tells you how long it takes the money to double. One more time. Take the number 72, right? So let's say your money is sitting at 12% interest rate. 12 goes into 72 how many times? 6. So that means if you got $100,000 sitting in their account, every 6 years it'll double. So 100,000 will go to 200,000, 6 years. 200,000 will go to 400,000 in 6 years. 200, you see me? Every 6 years the money doubles. So my thing is this, if right now, if they would have gave this in grade school, let's just say you had a baby shower, right? And a person, instead of giving all these, you know, diapers and socks and all this crap, right? Let's just say everybody put all the money and that baby had $20,000 at that baby shower. And from the time they was born to 18, that money could have doubled every 6 years. That baby could have had well over $100,000 at graduation. Do you think that's more important than just buying socks and diapers? See, that's what I'm saying. If this stuff was taught to us earlier as a generation, as a culture, we could be further along. Does that make sense? So when you come inside of Tradera, don't take it lightly where you at. Be careful where you put your feet. Like you in a special place right now. And if you take this knowledge in, you'll make money for the rest of your life. You don't have to work a job for nobody. Like I said on my call the other day, if you have, you know, it was Napoleon Hill, he said, you have to learn to be obsessed with your own goals and dreams or you will become a resource for somebody else's. Come on, man. He said, you have to learn to be obsessed with your own goals and dreams or you will become a resource for somebody else's. Ain't none of us come through life just to be no daggone resource. You follow me? If you can be used to be a resource for somebody, you can do it for yourself. Because obviously you're good enough, but you ain't getting paid enough. Hello. Y'all better learn. And so you can get all this at Tradera for how much? Somebody said $99. Is it worth it? Yes. If you can learn how to make $100, $200 a day in about an hour or two, is it worth it? Yes. If you take 8 hours out of your week to learn how to become a strong 6-figure or 7-figure earner, would it be worth it? Yes. Guys, that's all we're talking about. Ain't no one paying anything here. You're investing into yourself. And then you get inside a referral program. It gets that much better. So you got one stream of income, right? I want Simone and Evan to get ready. I'm calling y'all up in next. Yeah, y'all gonna talk, so get your head together. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes. And so you're gonna get 2 streams of income. One from the trading, and then one from residual. From $500 to $1 million a month. So if I could tell you this, if I could show you a way that you can get all your bills paid in Tradera in your first 30 days, would you be interested in doing business with me? This is the question y'all need to be asking people. If I could show you a way to get all your bills paid in your house on your first 30 days, would you be willing to go in business with me? And if a person say yes, well, let me sit down, let me show you how. and you rolling right inside the hyper launch. You show them exactly how to go from there. And legitimately, in my first 3 weeks, I was making $5,000 in Tradera. My first 3 weeks, from the time I decided to take the business serious, I told you 30 days I was playing games. When I took it serious, in 3 weeks, I was at 5,000. My bill was only $2,500. Hello. But y'all thought I cost more than that? I'm trying to live cheap too. So what's wrong with y'all? Because you make money, I mean, you trying to spend it. Y'all better learn how to keep y'all money. What y'all? I ain't been around finance for nothing. So you get 3 people, right? Somebody said 3 and free.
3 and free.
You get 3 people, pay $15, and guess what? Your education becomes free, guys. You get a free education from Tradera. Isn't that beautiful? Like, listen, this can be done in your same day. For the time you decide to enroll, our people should be doing this the same day. This ain't a 3-week process. If they launch the right way, and you get our people sold on understanding the beautiful it is, if you come through and just replicate this, I promise you, it will change the dynamics of your business. Just for special, I want to trade. Okay, great. Well, we're going to launch your business. We're going to get you 3 and free. And you can trade on that, right? You can trade on your money. Once we get you tonight, take the Tradera money and trade on it. It's better to trade on Tradera money than your bill money. True or not true? True. People say, well, I just want a bill. Okay, great. We're just going to hyper launch your business. Right? So we're going to launch your business up, and guess what? Better leaders, but our best leaders understand our product as well. So you at least need to go through the academy and understand how to take alerts, because as a leader, you need to understand how to take alerts, minimum as well. Is that fair enough? Yes, sir. So it doesn't matter what they say, they should do what? Launch it. The system is the same for everybody. We get everybody 3 and free. Now this is what happens. From the time you get 3, somebody said, what number is this all the way down?
3.
What number is it?
3.
So you mean to tell me they can pay me $1 million a month and I only got to personally sponsor 3 people? 3 people. Do you realize how irregular that is? For a business opportunity that you only got to put in 3 people personally? Because they said, Linda over there like, man, this joint crazy. Because like, Linda, she a beast. You gonna see in a minute why she can't sit still over there. Feet shaking, hugging herself. Because in this deal, it's based upon how many people do you help. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't about you, it's how many people can you help to get a free education. What if that was our mindset about these colleges? We're gonna get as many kids we can a free opportunity based on how many people you get in here as well. It'll be a whole lot more people with an education, right? We can have a lot of people in our community who can have a free Forex Academy education based on 3 getting free. Help 3 get free, right? At this point, you got $125 coming in a week, right? $500. I never overlook this. When I hit a person tonight, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Any nights in the building? Any of y'all nights? Clap your hands for our nights, man. Why am I excited? Because you realize the average household would have shut down with foreclosure over $500? People are losing their houses over $500. My aunt been working for the state of Connecticut for 30 years, and she had to file Chapter 11. If she would have had an extra $500 to $1,000, she had 30 credit cards. That's crazy, right? But she had A1 credit, like A1. She ain't miss a bill. She was just over leveraged. So she got tired of getting the phone calls. She said, forget it. Just put it all together, consolidate it. We'll do it all over, right? But if she would have had an extra $500 to $1,000, it would have saved her from a Chapter 11. So guys, when we hear people get $500 to $1,000, you better get excited. That's major for most people's lives. Oh, it's all Sloan. It's only $500. Okay, cool. Let me take $500 out your check. Man, y'all set that building on fire. Let your check be missing $500. You be like, what's going on? Hey, HR, hey, what's going on? Don't let Gerard get in there. Oh, Lord, he done flipped over tables. All the security guards in there getting fired. Like, it's a big deal, true or not true? So stop treating it so small, right? Oh, we're just $125 a week. What?
$6,000.
What you talking about? A $6,000 raise? And you can do that in your first day or first week in the business? Some of y'all been at your job for years and they gave y'all a $6,000 a year raise. Hello. You've been there for years. You walking in, hey, how y'all doing? Good to see you. All right? You ain't giving them no daggone attitude. we tell you extra $6,000 a year. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Take that same spirit on over there when they skip past your raise again. Hello. But that's what happens, right? Go for 2,000, and that's a sweet spot. Anybody at nowhere in? Any no's? Got some no's? Clap your hands for our no's, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's an extra $12,000 a year. Man, do you realize how many different colors of braids Simone done had since she didn't know? Simone done changed her hairstyle and color like 14 times. I be like, damn, go on, that's what a bag do for you, huh? We go out of town, Simone, you know, she wearing drop tops. I'm like, damn, Mo's showing out. She's showing out. That extra 1,000 ain't good, don't it, Mo? You know what I'm saying? 2,000 a month. Anybody a bishop in here? Any bishops? Clap your hands for these bishops. Oh, you really showing out. Yeah. She had 2,000. Simone will get her a helicopter for the next event. You showing out, girl. Yeah, we got Duke. Any Dukes in here? I'm a Duke. You better clap it. Any Dutchess in here? Clap your hands for Michelle Obama over here. But y'all better be careful. Linda's like, man, I'm so excited for you. Oh my God. She about to tear this thing up, yo. Y'all gotta realize, because you know you got 3 legs in Tradera, right? You got 3. Some people in this room got legs that's already at Emperor and Legend. And they just waiting to finalize a couple pieces. I ain't say your name. They just waiting to finalize a couple pieces. And boom, it's done. So if y'all got a leg that's stuck, please be encouraged. You're gonna be all right, because you're gonna be a strong what? 6-figure and 7-figure earner. It's gonna happen. You just gotta stick and stay and allow your team time to catch up sometime. Some of my legs stronger than others, but I just gotta allow them to catch up. Does that make sense? Guys, I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all quit, I'm gonna set y'all house on fire. What? This is something you can't let go of. I don't care if you D-rank, if people paying it, whatever. I don't care if you you pay your membership twice a month like I done did. Like, my joint say, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna pay it. I ain't active. They're like, so they would just reset. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want no smoke. I got a call from sister the other day. She said, Sonny, I paid twice. I said, no problem. We good. She said, I just paid it. I said, no problem. We good.
You need my second payment.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let me get that back, girl. If you don't need it, y'all got more money than me. Let me get that back. Right? And you can go, listen, let's go to 10,000. Listen, we got people right now in the business right now that went to Legend in 90 days. We got people that went to $100,000 in income in less than 90 days. So when you write an affirmation down and it sounds crazy to anybody else, as long as you believe it is what it is, I always believe it's been done before, that means you can do it again. I don't care if you say I'm gonna do 90 days from today. If it's been done before, it can be done again. Megan went to Legend in 90 days. Dominique Barbie went to 200,000 in less than 9 months. She went to Legend 200 in less than 9 months. Because she's making 200,000 a month, $50,000 a week. She this big. 29. And she a little turn up too, man. Y'all ain't party with Dominique before. She a little turn up, right? And she can't ride no rides, and we go to the Ray be sitting on the side. They making the most money, can't get on no rides at Carowinds. Both of them this big. But Ray making 100,000, Dominique making 200,000 a month. Ray did it in 6 months, and Megan did it in 90 days, Ray did it in 6 months, and Dominique went to 200,000 a month in 9 months. If it's been done once, it can be done again. Are y'all with me? Right now, how many of y'all gonna go Icon? Any icons in the building? $1 million a month. Icon, that's what I'm talking about. Icon, I can, I will. You know what I'm saying? $1 million a month, guys, that's a big deal. Man, listen, it's gonna change some of our families' lives as soon as some of y'all hit Legend. Then Legend 200, then Legend 500, then Icon, guys. It's a powerful deal. See, some people gonna look at this deal and they gonna say it's a pyramid. I love this. It's supposed to say it right here, but guess what? If it's a pyramid, it's the best pyramid I ever seen in my life. I'll take it all day. And what they're really talking about is our business structure. We got CEOs all the way down to employees, and that's cool. But it doesn't matter who recruited your child at Tradera, you can make more than the person that brought you in.
That's right.
But some of y'all got jobs and you can't make no more money than your boss.
Come on.
So a person will call this a pyramid, but not what you're doing every day.
That's it.
At least here, we can help you go there. And your job, they trying to keep you there on purpose. And we begging you, crying, say, get on the conference call. Did you sing a link? Did you do me a 3-way? Give me some 3-ways. Come in, you guys. You're like, damn, Sloan, leave me alone. I'm saying, no, shut up. Do the 3-way. Get me on the call, right? We got people encouraging us to make more money. Ain't that beautiful? We can't get upset about people trying to force us to win.
Right.
What kind of stinking thinking is that if you mad because your upline trying to make you win?
Right.
We ain't trying to watch you lose.
That's right.
So we trying to help you get out of your way so you can win. I don't want to do it, so what? You don't want to be broke either. Hello. So we got to fix the problem. I'm almost done with this. You get involved. You help 3 people get in, you get a free education. Somebody say 3 and free.
3 and free.
Help them 3 get 3, you become 9. Now you're making $500. Somebody say $500.
$500.
Help them 3 get 3, now you're making $1,000. Somebody say $1,000.
$1,000.
Guys, what's the principle of this? Help 3 get what?
3.
If you have 3 get free, guys, that's the power of Tradera. You can turn your extra iPay out to a savings account. If y'all follow, any of y'all follow me on Facebook? Every time, if y'all follow my stories, every time we get paid, you see my posts? And my amount. Sometimes I be trying to like be a little sneaky with it. I be like, nah, you ain't gonna see it this time. Sometimes I just post. Sometimes I slide it, you can see it just a little bit. You can see how much it grew. But I ain't never take my money out of my Tradera account. All the money I get in my iPay, I treat it as a savings account. I save my money. So I got over $13,000 sitting in that iPay account right now. From the time I joined Tradera 120 days ago till now, they done paid me $12,000 that I don't touch. I believe in saving my money. Because I believe this, write this down. If you save money, money will save you. I believe that with everything in me. If you save money, money will save you. I don't ever believe in running through my money. Because I done been so broke and so messed up that I go try to borrow from a friend or a family and they say they ain't got it and break my heart. You ever been there before? And because I don't like that hurt of them telling me no, and I know how much I done did for them, and I done get, you still owe me money. What you mean I can't get some of my money back? You understand what I'm saying? Man, bro, over there laughing, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you feel me? Can I get some of that money you owe me, bro? I ain't asked you for a handout, I asked you to return it. Joker. But so I believe in saving money. Because I believe you save money, money will save you. When you get into a tight jam, you gotta have a little stash to reach for. And 12 bands ain't a whole lot, but it's something. It's mine. And you can't get none. You better go get your own, right? But we can save this money up, y'all. That's a blessing, right? Because money make money. And so what I want to do with mine, because I got a logistics company, when I get that account to $100,000, mark my word, when I get this account to $100,000, I'm going to take that money out, I'm going to buy 2 more trucks, I'm going to turn that $100,000 to $400,000. That's what I'm going to do. And, oh yeah, I'm going to get my 750 too. I'm going to get my 750 when I go legend. I'm going to get me a 750 LI 2021. Mark this, I'm telling you what's going to happen. As soon as I go legend, I'm going to get me a 750 LI 2021, black on black, chrome wheels, all the way around. Man, I'm going to walk this one like a shadow just driving down the road. You're like, so black, isn't that somewhere? You can't see me. Black on black, all the way around, wheels and all leather. The seats going to be leather, boy, they all black. What? The dash going to be black, the mat going to be black. The tent, the whole 9. I already see it. I'm going to get a 750 LI 2021 black on black with my black in that seat. You feel me? That's what I'm going to do. You got to know what you're going to do with your money, man. So we got so many people winning right now, man. That's Megan, Ray, right? Dominique, Barbie, man. Me and Dominique. Dominique's going to be working on us, y'all, too. We putting it out there. Dominique and I talked today. She's going to be working with our team. Y'all give it up for Dominique, man. We are so excited. Thank you, Dominique. Give me some of that. 200. Hey, my girl, that girl balling. What? You see that car she bought her dad? Oh my God. Selena just went to, she was Empress. She just went to 100,000. Y'all give it up for Selena. We got to change this flyer. This my man Oscar, he's 28, he making 50,000. Clap your hands for Oscar. He in Atlanta, laying on pipers. Man, this sister right here, Tiffany, she at 50,000 now. Clap your hands for Tiffany. Man, I need some of your slides. You need some updates on here. Will's story is so crazy. Will is a security guard, but Will himself, he's in the business, his wife in the business, his son's in the business. Collectively, they got about 20,000 from Tradera coming in a month, and they whole family. Y'all need to get some of that action. Since if you single and your boyfriend in the business, you need to dump him. Brother, if your girl in the business, you need to replace her. You need to get you a business partner. I'm telling you. Listen, I'm about to see it a little bit. When I make some changes, gotta tighten up. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta do it and do it right, you feel me? These guys are millenniums right here, right? These guys making $5,000 a month, they 18 to 19. They 18 to 19, they five, give it up for them. They 18 to 19, making $5,000 a month. You know that joker right there? What? That's 750 LI, black on black on black on black. That's what that is right there, Jay. Man, you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm gonna be that dude just riding around just real slow. I seen the cat roll through the mall. He had to be like 58 years old. He was riding real slow with the drop. I said, you're too old for that now. When he had the drop top bald head, you couldn't tell him playing some Ozzy Brothers, boy. He was like right there, Ray. You would have appreciated it, bro. I'm gonna be that dude right there. For all the new people in the business, guys, this is my first 60 days in the business. What day does that say? What year is that? A couple months ago, right? That's when I joined Tradera, right there, 7/27. Y'all heard my story. This is the black and white of it. First 30 days joined, put 25 people on the call, 15 joined the first 48 hours. I went 90 immediately. You see that? I've always gotten a check from Tradera. As long as I've been here, I got a check. First 30 days, check, 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 check. About this time right here, I woke up and I said, Dre, what? Dre said, did you check your email? I said, no, how do you do that? I ain't lying. I said, how that work? And so I went in Yahoo, I went in my email, I searched, I said, what's the name of it? He said, e-wallet, fool. I put in e-wallet, put in global, whatever, right? It popped up and said I had $500 sitting in my e-wallet. I ain't even know. It was just sitting there. I said, okay, I need to do something with this. And then we started working. So I went from there, went to Noble, and by that time, right at the time we decided we were about to go to Tampa. And I said, okay, I'm about to go to Tampa. They said, Sloan, the owners, and they want to meet you, you need to come down to Tampa. But you need to at least be like Bishop, maybe dude, go ahead and hit it real quick. I hit it one more time and I went Bishop. Then I went to Tampa. I decided when I was in Tampa, I was gonna do it. This is the time that I made a decision. So I always say, you're not doing the business yet until you make a decision. You could be in the business, but you're not in the business. You're around the business, but you ain't in the business yet. I was around Tradera, but I wasn't in Tradera yet. When I came back from Tampa, if you looked at my live, I was sitting in the jacuzzi, you know what I'm saying? Gerardo would say, man, I ain't shared it on my page, had that water bounce off that hair on your chest in the jacuzzi. I said, bro, share that, bro. I was vibing, bro. I made a decision. That day, laying in that jacuzzi, I went live. I had went live in a year. I just stopped going live, got on my page and everything. I made a decision I was gonna do it. That was like an awakening for me, because I got a big following. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm really serious. I did it. 2 weeks later, I went and do it. That fast. So when I tell you, no matter where you are in the business, you can change it the moment you make a decision, you're gonna do it. You can do it. So right now, so what did I do, Linda? I cruised out. I got my life together, all these businesses and stuff, and kids and baby mamas, and get everybody organized. Look at some more wives. Yeah, I got a baby mama too, girl. Ex-wife and a baby mama. That's my life transparent. But everybody winning. Ain't that something? I mean, you keep your life in order and you can win successfully and be clear. I believe in clarity. I got clear, organized my whole life, and I'm about to tear this thing up. 90 days, we going legend in 90 days flat. Y'all clap your hands for yourself. You got a 90-day decision. So you got to make a decision. I don't care what's going on in your life. I need y'all to make a decision today. Are y'all going to do it?
Yes.
Are y'all going to do it?
Yes.
Make the decision. So tell me you in the meeting. How you turn this off, Ray? Y'all turn the light on so I can come back. All right, man. That's the deal, guys. Man, clap your hands and sit through the presentation. We got an amazing opportunity. I really want to take my time with that. For this first one. On the next one, I'm pretty sure I'll go through it fast, but I want to take my time with it because we're going to build this core group. This core group is the core group we're going to work with. Is that all right with y'all? It's y'all. I believe in being really slow and intimate with the people I'm going to work with. I decided to work with y'all. I had in my mind, everybody who showed up on this first meeting was the people we was going to lock in with. If you ever showed up to the first meeting, I want the first meeting when we in the closet, we tight, We sucking up each other air after the mask. That's the group I want. I want the mud group. I want that group who believed in us before we was in the other building. Because we already got something pending with the embassy right now to get a contract with them for 3 years. I want you before we get there. I want y'all with me right now in this closet, tight, packed out, when there's people standing around the wall and they trying to figure out how to find this little hotel behind Ruth's Chris in the corner. Like, I want you with me here. You follow what I'm saying? Before we go to the other place and we start having our quarterly meetings as a conventions and people are flying and they driving from all across the country and all across the world, I need this group to be with me from here to then. Don't join us later because you see we popping. No, I want you now. Because we need everybody to be with us in the mud right now, because it's going to take all of us to make that happen. Does that make sense? So whoever showed up at this event, I told myself before I came to do this presentation, I'm going to slow down, I'm really going to be transparent with y'all, because I want y'all to see me as I see you. Is that fair? As a leader, you got to learn to be vulnerable and transparent. I'm going to be as clear as I can, because we're going to build y'all to get to y'all goals and dreams, but I want y'all to see us and build us up too. Is that fair? That's a real family. That's a real family. So we got 2 leaders that's gonna come up and they gonna give us their Tradera experience. These leaders I respect. She first, she close. So we gonna she already passed her phone, so she like, I'm gonna go ahead. See that, you see that leader initiative right there? So we gonna have Ebony come up and no, let me slow down. I gotta edify you first. Y'all know edification is a part of the presentation. So we got an amazing leader, right? That's in Salisbury, North Carolina, doing a great job, man. She's been in the business a very short period of time. Tanner, though, very coachable. Leader, she always shows up. She always shows out. She respects her leadership. She respects her company. And guys, she's doing an amazing job. Y'all give it up for Miss Evans. She come forth and give us her Tradera experience. And let me give you the edification.
Y'all, I'm all new to this, so y'all just forgive me. And Sloan already know I'm be nervous. I already told him. Got my nerves in. So y'all want to go ahead and get it out the way real quick. But yes, I came in this business in September, and y'all, I'm so thankful. I actually thank the person that invited me when we was in Atlanta over the weekend. I just pulled him to the side. I said, you know what, I just want to say thank you. Y'all getting nervous and a little excited as well. But I'm so thankful, so blessed, you know, to be around some leaders. You know, Miss Linda don't know me, but I be listening to her every morning.
Come on, man.
Whenever we be on the you know, she really do something for me. Like, I'm just thankful to be around some positive energy, people that's wanting to make some money. I came in here and I started making money my second weekend. My first weekend, somebody asked me to sign up. I didn't even ask no questions. Go ahead, sign me up. I didn't know what I got into.
Come on.
I got signed up on a Sunday. I met with Dre on Wednesday. He showed me his check. I was ready. I see when he came in, and I think he came in like in July. From July to September, he was already at $20,000 a month. Now I got somebody that can show me how to get to that. Yeah, I'm all in. I didn't even have no guidance at first. I just pretty much came in. I said I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna let it all this money go. I seen that comp plan. I'm like, I'm gonna figure this thing out. So I get on all the coaching calls. If y'all hear Ebony Queen on the call, that's me. I'm on every coaching call because, I mean, that's how you get it. If you really want something, you have to really go out there and get it for yourself. You can't wait on somebody else to give it to you. You can't wait on somebody to hold your hand. You gotta want it for yourself, because I'm gonna tell y'all, in Tradera is so much help. I'm just like you. I'm in a whole bunch of groups. It's so much help. Everybody's out there like one big family. And they're here to help everybody. So it's not like, you know, it don't matter what team you're on. You can ask a question to anybody, get in anybody's inbox. You know, I've met people. When I went to Atlanta over the weekend, people was like, hey, Evan. I'm like, hey, I don't even know who you are, you know, but they knew who I was because either I done said something to them in their inbox and maybe helped them out in some way, or they done said something to me, you know, but I didn't really know them. But it's just a good, warm environment. So yeah, and I actually started making money pretty quick. Like I said, I came in on a Sunday. On a Wednesday, I sat with Dre. The next, I was a founder by the end of that week. The next week, I was already at $500 a month. The next week, I was at $1,000 a month. Took me 6 weeks. I wasn't playing no games. It took me 6 weeks. I think it was 6 or 7 weeks I was bishop. So, you know, it's easy money, y'all. You know, you just really want to link up with people. And get in the game while it's early, because this is the beginning stage. So anytime you jump in right now, this is the best time. We at the ground floor almost. Some of the older people that been, well not older, I'm sorry. I'm speaking as far as being in the game for a minute. I'm speaking has been inside of Tradera for a minute at the beginning stages. You know, that was kind of rough for them. And we pretty much kind of got a little bit easier, but at the same time, we still at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you jump in at the beginning of something, everybody in this room, if you stay in here, we all gonna be millionaires. I already know it. And look, I want to say one more thing. Hold on, cause you know, I was nervous when I got up here, and I'm still a little nervous. But y'all gonna see me stand up here again.
Right? You see what happened? This thing transforming people. We had a talk. I'm so proud of you, girl. Girl, you gotta find you one of them. Good gracious. Girl, so I went 9 pounder, 3 days, 4, 6. Good gracious, that's a lot of money. In a short period of time. We had a conversation. We was in Atlanta, sitting at the table, and we were talking about, I'm gonna talk about this, how you gotta go past your fears. And I was telling like, we all got a fear, true or not true. We all got something that make us uncomfortable. And technology is mine. So if y'all been on my Zoom call, when I first started my call, I was like, man, I hate this stuff. And my first call, I was like, yo, if it shut down, if the internet is bad, it's gonna be horrible. I was on my call and I said, this is gonna be horrible. We're gonna work through it. And when it first it glitched, and sweat was going down my back, I was like, oh no, it's bad. But I did it. Now I got like a background, like I'm getting real swaggy with it, right? But I had to like face my fears. Does that make sense? And sis said she hates speaking at the front, she hate getting out, she hate doing the Zoom call, she hate all that, but she knows she gotta do it. I'm so proud to see her do it. Y'all give it up for everyone, man. This next sister coming to the mic. She changed her hair color every time she get a different check. Every time we go somewhere, she coming up in and looking like new money. We just call her, you know, Moni, like Simone, but we just call her Monet. She just always doing something big, but extremely coachable, great leader, great mom, shows up for everything on the call. She does 100% what we ask her to do. I'm so excited to see her go to the next level. I can't wait to see her go to the next level of Duchess and Queen and Princess. She gonna tear it up, man. Y'all give it up for Simone Tradera, North Carolina, and her Tradera experience.
I'm a little nervous too. This is blind. But I just want to say, first of all, I appreciate Adrian for having this, and Miss Linda and everyone else that was involved, because when they brought you here, they brought you to an opportunity. So to be presented with an opportunity that you can actually make additional income and change your lifestyle, that is something to really appreciate. So thank you guys. And I would like to say, first of all, yes, I'm from Salisbury. I have twins. They're 3 years old. And when I was first presented with this opportunity, I already had my hands in multiple different things myself. And so at first I was like, oh God. Dre put us all, it was me and a couple other people on the call. And I'm like, oh God, what is this? But, you know, I like the idea. I wasn't familiar with Forex. So I really wasn't sure what it was, but I felt like, hey, I need to see what this new thing is, you know. So it was presented to me, and I joined. And at first, when I was one of those ones that joined, and I wasn't that really active, probably not my first month and a half. But then when I started really plugging in and tuning in and horning in on what I wanted to do, I started making money. And when I got my first check, I reached night and I seen the 125. I'm like, okay, I already got a little extra 125. This is light bill or something, you know, because I'm a single mom. You know, you gotta make sure the bill's paid first. So that was a little extra 125. Got that for about a month, and then I hit Noble. And then I had that extra $1,000, and I seen that $250. I'm like, okay, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. When I got that $250 after 2 weeks, I was like, dang, I need that $500. I need that, you know. So, so then I hit Bishop, and that's an extra $500 a week. But like I said, I have a full-time job, so that's an extra $2,000 a month on top of my salary. Okay. So, and then also, you know, even with buying a home, that's an extra $24,000 to your annual salary. So, you know, I know some may look at that $2,000 like, oh, that's just $2,000, but it's not to me because that's extra income for me. Actually, I can save some of that too. I don't have to rent cars now, but if I want to. But yeah, so right now I am working to be on Duke Duchess. I'm trying to get to that 5K a month. And hopefully very soon. But I would like to say it has changed my lifestyle because I've met new people. I've met a lot of people who are business-minded, like-minded individuals. Coming from a small town, sometimes everybody don't have the same vision as you. And I've grown to meet very successful, smart individuals, and I get to come to events like this and dress up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you know, so I would, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pass. I'm nervous too, y'all. I'm nervous. I'm not used to talking in front of people. But I will say this is a wonderful opportunity that I was presented with, and thank you again for inviting me.
Give it up for Simone, man. They're beautiful. All right, man, we got a lot of people winning here, guys. So we got 2 more phases of this, and we actually done. Y'all all right? Yeah. Because we got to make sure you understand how to trade, okay? And then we're going to give you some mindset training from our very own greatest Miss Linda. Y'all don't want to miss Miss Linda. She going to close this thing out strong, right? Somebody, what time is it right now? Somebody give me some time. Okay, all right, we good. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep rolling. So we're gonna take a 5-minute recess real quick, because I do want y'all to get, now listen, y'all make sure y'all go get y'all some Tradera items, paraphernalia out there. He drove all the way from Virginia, just because he heard we was doing our first event in the show, and I appreciated that, because he didn't have to do that. He is at every event, and my line, y'all, he is at every big event. As soon as I posted the flyer, he jumped in my mouth. He was like, Sloan, you gonna have your people there? I'm coming. He ain't had the offer to do that, but he wanted to make sure that we in uniform with the rest of the company, so we're going to take a small break. Y'all go out there, he doing a Black Friday sale, he said, for the Traderians. So make sure you go out and support Mr. Dr. Branch out there. And he's a king in the business, so he a $20,000 earner, so don't feel like you're talking to nobody crazy. He make $20,000 Tradera, and stick your chest out when you're talking to him.